Cool.
That's Wii.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Wii.
Japan gets all the coolest peripherals. Neat. I think this is based on an arcade game.
Okay. Is a big sword doing it?
I think you're supposed to like push it down. Like buy it first. Buy it then push.
Oh, this is a Dragon Quest controller?
Shout out to Darren, I'm sure he'd love this stuff.
Oh, he'd love that.
Oh well.
But I didn't get one.
Did you see any red gravity art at that guy's table?
Not that I remember.
Attempt to. It's got sentimental value. Cool.
I think I have this game that's one in the box. I totally do.
Oh yeah, this game. This game's got some cool music.
Flying Dragon. The Secret Scroll.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty generic title.
Yeah. Shout out to Conan.
Oh, good old weapon mode. It's like a CD game for you.
Yes.
Oh man, that's something that I would want to carry.
You gotta carry that home. Focus.
That's good to know.
There you go.
I've already bought all the other ones.
Focus.
Super Panic on like retail.
Hey, how much
things.
is 2? It is 150. You see what this is exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you for proving a long-held point. You're welcome. I told all those old school games would be worse than one. Yeah. They are.
Well, I didn't even know they made something like that.
It's pretty hardcore.
That's badass.
It's no virtual on controller, but it's pretty cool.
Oh, dude, I bet you could use it for more than just virtual on.
Talking to?
If you like.
Hi, I'm Rocketman Props. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Etsy. I do a lot of laser cut stuff, a lot of resin casting that I don't have here, but I also make 3D printed props and foam fabrication. I cosplay as Torbjorn right now.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Cool. Are people able to buy these online if they want
Yeah,
to?
totally.
Do we have a card here?
I
Right?
do.
There we go.
I'm local in downtown Vancouver.
Nice. Cool. Who knows? Maybe I'll send some business your way.
Yeah, totally.
You never know. We'll see these things. That's cool. Yoshi coin.
Okay. Alright.
Cool. Swamp. Neat. I like it. Very clean look. You know what I mean?
Thanks, yeah. A lot of people that do laser cut stuff don't necessarily sand the top of them. I always try to sand them to avoid all the scorching and like melty wood look. Yeah, so I like it when it's got good contrast. Some of my older ones don't have as much contrast in them. I didn't etch it as deep.
Is that a sloth?
Yeah. These are actually the little animals are a local artist, Highway Who. I host a lot of her stuff on my store as well as make stuff for like wholesale so that other people can go to cons and sell whatever they want.
Cool. Right on. Thanks.
Oh, it's what do you call it? It's
Yeah, because like once you get a family of cards,
things that get rid of those.
Found the gaming room. It's the Sony Nintendo Station Entertainment 64. Uh-oh. Licensed music, no. No.
pretty great game selection.
Yeah, my friends take care of me. Some people do that shit too. People I don't even know, they just don't even get cards. And then I make them sign them and they go with me anywhere I go. Cool. I just got this one over in Norway from my buddy Dan Casino.
Yeah, you already have it right, so it's fine.
That's one of the rares. Web of Spider-Man.
I also have the
Oh yeah. Yeah, because the Sega CD one's relatively common.
Yes.
That's okay.
Space shuttle.
He's trying to bust me for Samson. I said no. He's trying to get off me for 11.
That might be good.
It's 1400. 1440 on. So I'll get this. Great game.
Got some good games in here. Yeah, these are the fancy games. Mega Man Original.
No, not to the end. Usually,
Soccer game.
You can go now. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
I'll take care of it.
I
Yeah.
thought the Japanese copy is so much more expensive.
They're very hard to find. A limited run.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Transformation's a good game.
That's. I think I sold the Blackthorn.
Oh, really?
That was a really good game. And Mayan Adventure is another expensive one too.
Yeah. I wish they weren't so expensive.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you know what? It's a small series to collect. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
You're in the wrong place.
I know. That's the problem.
That's the same information as the card, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright, cool. We're taking a look at all the local wares, make sure everyone has a opportunity to order online if that is an option. Oh, Star Trek. Do you see the Star Trek one here?
Yeah, I saw that.
Pickle Rick, of course. I'm glad that meme is done. Ooh, part mirror. Little Mega Man pouches. Cool, pretty neat. Paper Mario, good. Works for the shape, 2D-ness. Cool, thanks. Oh, yeah. So, it's only good manners.
It is indeed.
Were they at least grabbing your name?
Pardon?
Were they grabbing your name or there?
Oh, probably. I don't know.
One day.
There you go.
Some just kind of started.
Do you have, are people able to order these online from you guys or anything?
No, we used to. And then they jacked up the prices of how to do that. Canada Post
Oh, God, Canada
was
Post.
jacking up prices. And yeah,
Yeah, I hear you.
it was hard enough to sell it to Americans when the prices of shipping and the conversion was better. And now they don't like us at all.
Americans don't like themselves anymore.
Yeah, actually. Stop voting.
Yeah. Did they vote for the guy? Did they not vote for the guy? No one knows.
It's perfection of democracy. What was that one philosopher that said that the more and more perfect the democracy gets, the closer the president becomes to the actual population?
I don't know. These are fun. So how do you decide which ones you want to do pins of, or just whatever comes to mind?
Yeah, I try to think of what other people might like, which is very different from what I usually like. So it's a very hard process. But, I just kind of go with it, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like those squares over there, they don't really work, but I like them, so they stay. But certain things I didn't even know would work really well, and certain things I thought would work great don't work at all.
Yeah. Well, I guess sales are the ultimate decider, right?
Yeah,
Make more of what sells out.
pretty much.
Waka. People like Waka, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, we're out of silver ones right now. We came with a full thing, and I can't even remake them anymore.
Oh.
But I thought people would snatch up all the Final Fantasy 15 characters there, and nobody's bought them at all.
Nah, this is more retro.
Yeah.
You need like Final Fantasy 2 and 3. And 1. People love black mages.
Yeah, we sold a couple black mage and was there a red mage?
Yeah. They go through odd fits and spurts, though. Sometimes it won't sell at all, and sometimes it'll sell like crazy. So,
Cool. Yeah, fun selection. Excuse me. Yeah, let's take a look.
or the oversloth.
You see that new Fallout with the giant sloth?
No.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, I was thinking it was Fallout 76 or whatever. They had a trailer and they showed them fighting a giant sloth. Cool.
I don't know what to make this Fallout 76. Fallout 4 was terrible. So, yeah, I'm kind of having
Handmaids. Yeah, cool. I like this.
odd
Good
feels
stuff.
about it.
I was offered some guy $100 for a Atari computer. I wanted $130 for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and we're back. So that was my footage of the Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo. This was the 2018 show. Pretty good time. As you saw, I spent most of my time there at, I guess, what they call the vendor hall. And yeah, you know, we had a good assortment there of footage from both, you know, the endless rows of retro games for sale. And I'm glad I was able to get a lot of that footage of the local like arts and crafts kind of things, because I thought those were really neat. If anything, that's actually my favorite part of the show now, is just seeing all the fun odds and ends people have come up with and are there to sell at the show. I still have beef with the price. Quite honestly, $25 to get in is an awful lot. But there is there's like 3 or 4 floors of different events. You've got gaming tournaments. You've got there's like a bunch of classic computers. I think we saw some of those in those clips. Of course, we saw the Nintendo PlayStation prototype console, the Super Nintendo, Sony Play, Retro Nintendo, whatever you want to call it. We saw that thing. That was pretty neat. We were actually talking to that guy, and he said that someone offered him $1 million for that. Damn. You know, I'd take the money, to be quite honest with you. So the purpose of this little end of the videos here is that I was just going to show off my pickups. There honestly isn't that much to show, though. I didn't buy a lot there. I've been collecting games for, God, maybe decades now. There's really not much left that I'm looking for. And with the prices, I've all kind of gone back up. I mean, a lot of those games are good and certainly worth the prices, but I don't know. I actually just bought a Nintendo Switch the other day, so there's plenty of modern gaming to spend money on. But anyways, we can certainly take a look at what I did pick up. One of the sellers there had, it was like 5 Famicom games for $20, so I was like, well, sure, I'll pick up some of those. This actually threw in for free. I was considering getting it. This is one of those Momo-kun Hudson games, and these are kind of like Monopoly, I believe, and probably not very gaijin friendly, but I just thought the cart looked neat because it was this neon pink, so I threw that in for free, which was nice of them. This is pretty neat. It's an IRM game. Not sure which one, but the cart is really neat. Each company had their own special kind of cart design. It probably had a sticker up there, but maybe not. It's tricky. Like, it's very tricky to tell if you have a legit or bootleg card. This one looks very legit, though, because it's got like an additional sticker on the back. It's got some Japanese guy's name at the top, you know. 1989. It's pretty cool. We get, there you go. One of those Technos Japan. I think this is probably World Cup. The NES Nintendo World Cup game. But the Japanese cart. Cool art. They always won out with that fun anime style art. Of course, we got the more like traditional American comic book style art for most of those things. This one, very random assortment. This one I picked up mostly because Tokuma Soft made the, or at least they were responsible for the Famicom cart of the Labyrinth game on Famicom. And I was like, hey, that company, they have their name on the Labyrinth Famicom game, and that was pretty much enough. Also, another neat, like, weird pink color. Looks like a Mahjong game, but with maybe JRPG elements? I don't know. It's kind of neat. I didn't want to leave empty-handed. These were the guys that actually I bought those cards from. So, quick shout out to Red Eye Games. These guys, actually, one of them bought my own personal copy of Captain Commando on the Super Nintendo because one of the guys there was looking for it for ages and he just couldn't find it. I actually met him at the Vancouver Comic and Toy Show, which I have footage of as well on my channel here, of course, Skymax Gaming. So check that out if you haven't yet. But yeah, I was happy to sell that to him. It's not a bad game by any means, but the Super Nintendo port of Captain Commando wasn't the best. So, you know, if he wants it for his collection, I'm okay with passing it along. Quite honestly, I just don't play retro games all that often anymore. This one. That's not the movie, right? Major League? Like, that emblem sure looks familiar. Another IRAM game. But apparently there's a game based on that movie? I don't know. I gotta look this up. Yeah, Mirage. Oh, focus. There you go. 1989. I don't recall this movie ever getting a game domestically, but I don't know. That's why I picked it up. I was just like, what the hell? What? Once again, like the Labyrinth game. Like, why did we not get a Labyrinth NES game? But why did Japan? I don't know. It's weird. Weird stuff. This one's pretty cool. Magic. Does that say Magic John? Now, you might recognize this as being the Japanese version of Totally Rad. Of course, by Jalco. And check out this crazy cart. It's actually got like this dust cover on it. So yeah, if anything, one thing I've been enjoying collecting has been the Japanese versions of games, just because I have most of the one I'm looking for domestically, unless they're ridiculously priced. So if I can get some of the Japanese versions at a fun price, then hey, let's do it. 1990, yeah, that's kind of cool. Click there, and a bag of tricks off camera here. We got one of these family trainer games. Once again, just, you know, basic cute anime art style. And I think you needed the floor pad to play these. Like you run on the spot and your little avatar in the game will run around. You know, cute. Another just weird, interesting shaped cart. And finally, just a couple, you saw in the footage there, was like on the floor, you'd find just endless rows of games, and you can usually find some good deals. Here's a couple games I picked up for $5 each, because why not? I didn't have them. I don't think I have them. Maybe I do. I probably don't, but who knows? Baseball Stars by SNK. You know, standard. Looks like it's got a battery save, which is kind of cool. Usually if the sticker on the back is gold, that usually means that there's a battery in the cart, which is kind of cool. You know, a lot of sports games. How did that happen? I guess when you've collected everything else. No one ever really collects the sports games, but, you know. And finally, this game. TNC Surf Designs. I'm pretty sure I don't have this, but I always thought it was interesting. It's an LJN game. I always thought that was Donkey Kong back in the day. And I was like, why is Donkey Kong in a radical game? But it's not. It's just a gorilla that surfs, I guess. But, yeah. So, there you go. That's it. That's all I picked up. Like, we saw a lot of, like I said, a lot of the arts and crafts kind of vendors. A lot of that stuff is really neat, but I just don't know what I would do with it. Like, I don't know. Prints, I don't know what to do with prints. Do I put them in a binder? Do I, like, hang them on the wall? Do I frame them? I don't know. But yeah, fun show. The footage I gathered is only a fraction of what was there, so by all means, if it's something you want to check out sometime, if you're in the Vancouver area, by all means, give her a look-see. Anything else I want to mention here? No, this thing was neat. We played Street Fighter on it just a bit. It was fine, you know. Fun event. Something to do. So there you go. Everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the footage I gathered of the Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo. And who knows, maybe I'll see you there next time. Who knows? Well, till then, see ya.